Yellowstone's future is in danger. Beth and Rip spin-off series, which is arguably the most important Yellowstone sequel that will act as the sixth season of the prematurely canceled series, is facing the risk of being revoked completely. Yes, you heard it right. First, we got the news that the Dutton Ranch title was just a rumor. Then, Cole Hauser expressed that the show still has no story whatsoever. And now, we are struck with the news that the show might be canceled completely. I mean, what the hell is happening to the Yellowstone universe? And why do we keep getting negative updates about one of its most anticipated shows? Let's talk about it. You might remember that after Yellowstone ended abruptly in the beginning of the year, Paramount has made a big announcement. In this announcement, they revealed that even though the original series has ended, this is not the end of the franchise. Instead, they are working on multiple new shows, mostly sequels, that will act as the future of the Yellowstone storyline. And the most prominent of the bunch is a spin-off series focusing on Beth and Rip and their new ranch. As a highlight on how much of a continuation this show is to the original Yellowstone, it was also stated that the release date will be November 2025, exactly a year after Yellowstone's final season premiere. Honestly, at the time, it felt poetic to hear these words. After all, we were heartbroken by how things were handled in Yellowstone's finale. And this new show presented a new hope for the future of the franchise. Plus, after waiting 2 years for Yellowstone Season 5 Part 1, and then yet another year for Part 2, it didn't feel too much to wait a year for a brand new show within the franchise. Correct me if I'm wrong, but as far as I can tell, we were happy, excited, and hopeful for the future of this beautiful universe that we invested years in. And then, everything started to collapse once again. First, it is revealed that the title will be the Dutton Ranch, which sounded great, and yet Cole Hauser did not lose any time to crash our dreams about the title, as he said these were baseless rumors and the show will not have such a title. I don't know if it's just me, but he also sounded a bit bitter about it, as if the suggested title was an insult to the show or something, which I found odd. I mean, what is wrong with the Dutton name, am I right? Our beloved Cole did not stop there, though. Soon after this statement, he came out and said in June that the show was yet to have a clear storyline. Can you believe it? Remind you, this show was supposed to out in November, and now, just 5 months prior, they revealed that they don't have a scenario at hand, which is crazy to me, and honestly, it is also pretty irresponsible. I mean, I lost the count of how many times Taylor Sheridan prioritized other shows of his over Yellowstone projects, but I know that this is one of those cases that we can absolutely blame his priority issues for. And now, just a couple of days ago, Paramount revealed that the show's release schedule has been updated and delayed to 2026. I mean, is any one of you shocked to hear this? Because honestly, after these blow after blows, I was already expecting such news. And guess what I expect to hear next? Of course, none other than the cancellation news. Because, my friends, I'd like to remind you that we experiences the same exact process with Yellowstone Season 5 Part 2. They first postponed it for like a couple of times, and then, boom, they revealed that this was actually the last season and the show was canceled. Seriously, I can't believe Paramount keeps disrespecting us like this over and over again. And yet here we are, still desperately hoping that we are wrong and things will turn out great in the end somehow. Now, the reason behind the delay seems to be a mix of factors. If you didn't know, Paramount Network recently merged with Skydance, which has caused some reshuffling and rebudgeting across several projects, not just the Dutton Ranch. And yes, despite Cole's dismissiveness of the title, I'll keep referring to the show like this until something better comes. Anyway, this merger probably means the studio is making sure the show gets the resources and support it deserves before filming begins. I mean, not gonna I kinda get it. After all, it's a big production with high expectations, and rushing it would be a disservice to the characters and fans like me who want the best. Do you see how I'm still holding on to the positive thinking? That's how much I adore this franchise. But let me know if I'm alone in this. Another practical reason is timing. Paramount's fall schedule for 2025 is already packed with Taylor Sheridan shows, which I briefly mentioned just a second ago. Mayor of Kingstown Season 4 is slated for October 2025, and Landman Season 2 is set to drop in December. Admittedly, adding the Dutton Ranch to this crowded lineup might have been overwhelming. And yes, spacing out these shows more strategically will give each one room to breathe and shine. That being said, personally, I still struggle to understand how Mayor of Kingstown can be prioritized over the Yellowstone franchise. But hey, that's just me, I guess. So what exactly will the Dutton Ranch be about? As the title suggests, it follows Rip and Beth's journey, continuing the story from where Yellowstone left off. We know these two characters have been through so much, both separately and together. So it wouldn't be so surprising to hear that Rip's toughness and Beth's fierceness are going to be front and center in this new show, as they navigate what it means to run a ranch and a family. The story will explore Rip and Beth's relationship in more detail, including the ways they're trying to build a new legacy, all while handling the personal and external conflicts that come with their pasts. Plus, it's expected to address the possibility of Rip and Beth starting a family, something that's been hinted at, especially considering Beth's complicated history with infertility. It's a chance to see these two grow and evolve beyond what we witnessed in Yellowstone, giving us a new chapter filled with familiar faces and fresh challenges. As for the cast, right now, we know for sure that if the show actually comes to fruition, Cole Hauser and Kelly Riley are reprising their roles as Rip Wheeler and Beth Dutton. It's comforting to know the actors who have brought these characters to life will be the ones continuing their stories, keeping that authentic connection alive. Alongside them, Finn Little will return as Carter, Beth, and Rip's young son, and I'm really excited to see them as a family. Unfortunately, besides these three, there's been little news about additional cast members, and filming has yet to officially start. Finn Little even posted a photo of himself sporting a cowboy hat and a beard, captioning it, "Been a big week, ready for the weekend." This sparked hope among us that the famous Cowboy Camp, which is a traditional start of filming gathering for Yellowstone productions, might be on the horizon. However, there's no official confirmation yet about the filming schedule, and with the series delay, it's likely production hasn't kicked off, which is a huge bummer. And I'm crossing my fingers at this point that we wouldn't get that dreadful cancellation news anytime soon. But my tongue was burned by Taylor and Paramount before, so I'm proceeding with caution. Let me know what you think, though. For more weekly updates, discussions, and analysis on Yellowstone franchise, make sure to like and follow. Meanwhile, the video on the screen might also interest you.